Is it going again? Yes? Okay. I just gotta make sure before I start this stuff now. Okay. Anyways, back to. Okay, so healing, releasing from the body. Everywhere I was trying, or everywhere I would turn, I guess I would put it that way. When I started healing and wanting to heal without even knowing I needed any healing, I don't know if that makes sense. When I removed myself from, when I removed my way of thinking from certain patterns and stopped certain habits, when I ended off saying about living through the masculinity energy, this may make sense to, or anyways, whoever it makes sense to, I hope it helps. This talk helps. The unhealthy things I learned way too young was alcoholism, prescription medications, just very unhealthy stuff. And as I got older, when I started researching alternative ways to get healthy, because I couldn't, it didn't make sense why I wasn't getting healthy if I was taking so-called medicine that was supposed to get me healthy. And healthy. When we don't have our health, we are in no way, shape, or form to attain any wealth. That's been the biggest wake-up call for me, is the realizing I was unhealthy. And when I started reaching out to just quickly, these are all different things I guess I've tried throughout the time frame. Counseling, where am I going with this? Anyways, all the things I did try, nothing seemed to be helping, or it was either being given something else to try to help. And when I finally started sharing what I was holding in my body and realizing that's what was getting me sick, was holding in childhood trauma that I didn't realize was there. And I say I didn't realize was there because I suppressed it and buried it, I guess, in a sense, in my body, and never revisited. Again, like I say, it wasn't until as I started getting older and would be, let's say, at a gathering and someone made comment about some memory or saying that this happened or that happened, and I could never remember. There'd be times I'd chime in saying, oh yeah, I remember, but really I didn't, because I just didn't want to be left out, I guess, in a nonsense way. So when I started realizing that the life I was living is not a life I ever even wanted to live, I was doing the drinking, I was living the so-called fun life, so they claim, which what I would have rather had much been doing was staying home and taking care of my children. for those of you that have that opportunity to do that, that is the most important as a mother that we can do, is to take care of our little ones and ensure they're safe and loved. That's all every parent, I guess, should be doing. And when you don't come from that, it takes a while to learn it. And but that's okay too. That's okay. Because when you do learn it and you do realize how amazing unconditional love is, that's all you only want to share. To accept others as they are. No one is here to try and change another person. So many people come from, I mean, being on this planet, how could you not? Let me correct that. We have become so numb with conditioning of that we're here to live a certain way. And when I started reconnecting and getting healthier and feeling my body, not being so disconnected, things did make sense. Couldn't understand why some people were living a certain way and some weren't. It didn't make sense. None of it made sense. And when I started clearing all my own stuff, I was able to see more clearer what goes on in this world, and it's so heartbreaking to see how human beings mistreat another, and that's only because there's hurt inside. And when you live from love, there's no room for hate. There's not. That's all I've ever wanted to share and did my best to share. Let's keep sharing.